Welcome, my loves. We'll be starting here in just a couple minutes with Yoga Nidra. Hi, George. Nice to see you too. This is not a bar class. No. This is Yoga Nidra. So, through guided fitness, we refer to this as a wind down meditation class. It's really best done from your bed because it's the softest place. It's the most forgiving space you can be in. And that's what the practices that I teach are based on: forgiveness. Forgiveness of ourselves, forgiveness of others, forgiveness to our bodies that work so hard all the time. We rarely give them a rest. And so that's why I began about 6 years ago, probably 7 years ago now, teaching the more restorative practices of the yogic tradition. I come from the Tantra Katha lineage, and even that active asana is, while it induces deep, deep states of meditation, we can also arrive in those deep states of meditation by relaxing, restoring, and allowing the body to not have to work so hard. So, tonight is a wonderful moon. I base all of these classes on the astrology of the moon because our moon is what governs all of not only the water in our bodies, but also our emotional landscape. We are ruled by the moon. If you've ever heard, we live by the sun, we feel by the moon. So we have a collective emotionality that we all get to experience in this human iteration or dimension. And so I base my classes on this because day by day, every 2 to 3 days, the moon shifts into a different zodiac sign. And that sign really speaks to what we experience emotionally. Our emotions are something that has been vastly neglected in all areas of health. We haven't looked at health in a holistic way since the dawn of medicine, modern medicine. And meanwhile, the sages have been treating health and helping and supporting and advising us since 5,000 years ago. Modern medicine is less than 2025 years ago, right? Much less. So if we look at our health from a holistic perspective, we're really neglecting one of the key features or facets or pillars of our total health and well-being if we don't address our emotions. And the same is true of our spiritual connection. And so for me, my spiritual connection is of the everything, all that exists, the Maya, the all, the oneness, which deeply is intertwined, interwoven, interconnected vastly with the cosmos, the planets, the stars that align not only when we are born, but that continue to shift and evolve just as we do over the course of our entire lives and even beyond, right? So that's the focus of these classes, is to give you a space to be able to, perhaps it's my wish, to connect you in a deeper way by just laying there and receiving the love that is infinite that exists in this universe. So relax. You have arrived. Welcome. Thank you for being here. So Yoga Nidra is practiced just lying down in a position called Shavasana, corpse pose. We'll lie down and let your arms separate from your body a little bit. come out to the sides, not like a big T, but like a little bit away from your hips. Let your palms face up so that there's really no desire, no kinetic energy in holding or grasping or feeling with your fingers, right? That they're just up and ready and receiving. Let your legs also separate out to the sides. Let your toes kind of fall or begin to shift away from the body. This is also opening up the lower chakras of the body, the energetic system, the Muladhara, the root chakra, the Swadhisthana, the sacral chakra, and then coming up and allowing the ribs right under the adrenal glands to begin to relax and sink down so that your breathing becomes a bit more natural, its own natural pace, as opposed to trying to force it to be deep and long and slow. There's no force in this class or in any of my classes. We do not force ourselves to breathe. We force ourselves to do enough all the time. Now is the time to allow, to let yourself just be and to feel. Mm-hmm. So you're in this beautiful state of Shavasana, which should be the least amount of kinetic energy. If you have a bit of space behind your neck, it can be nice to put a rolled up towel, not really a pillow. Pillows can be way too dense. That pushes your head forward. You want to be able to let the back of your head rest at the same plane as your shoulders. You want that same plane to continue down to your hips, heels. The only thing else that could be supported a little bit is maybe behind the knees. So maybe if you want to put a pillow underneath of either of your knees, that could be really nice as well. And then just sink in, begin to ground and let yourself go. Tonight's class is focused on the Libra moon, which is the balancer, the great equalizer or steadier, the one who seeks justice of the Zodiac. So under this moon, it's a nice pondering to allow ourselves to consider what might be out of balance in our lives, and also what we might be just really feeling, that steadiness, that calmness, that exact mirror of Shavasana, where I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to do anything. In fact, moving would be exerting more energy. I'm going to let myself be in this position of the least kinetic energy, this very peaceful, restful state, so that I can just be. In coaching, we support you in realizing yourself. Who am I when I am just being without all of this doing? If I can take away the doing self, who or what am I being? And that's what we want to focus on tonight. That's what I hope to bring in. These themes of balance, justice, inner harmony, and beauty. There's a great amount of beauty in letting yourself be exactly who or what you are. So please get ready for Yoga Nidra. This Libra Nidra practice invites us to find peace in the pause, harmony in the space between our thoughts and each breath, and beauty in the way we relate to the world, remembering that we are in the world and of the world, and we are creating the world that we live in. Allow your body to fully surrender into the earth, Mama Gaia. May we remember that our souls are infinite, our spirit eternal. This body is encasing this great spirit, this great soul purpose, this heart-led purpose. Feel the ground holding you wherever you are lying. Feel yourself supported. There's nowhere to go. There is nothing to do. Simply be here now. With every exhale, release a bit more into stillness. If your eyes are not already closed, adjust yourself and close them down. Let the eyelids lightly be heavy. No force. Make yourself completely comfortable now. If you would like to move or make final adjustments, do so. Once you have adjusted yourself, the body should not move until Yoga Nidra is over. Slowly and gently become quiet. Quiet in your movements. Quiet in your breath. Quiet in your mind. As quiet as possible. Take 3 natural breaths, as full as the body wants to breathe. Each time you breathe out, feel yourself letting go a bit more intensely, intentionally. See if you can notice how deep your breath releases compared to how full your breath comes in. And just for this hour, forget all of your cares and worries and just be. Become aware of the sounds inside of the body. This deep inner listening. Perhaps with listening only, you can hear the heartbeat. You can hear the spaces or the restriction, if any, of the breath. Do not try to analyze this. Simply bring your attention closer to your being. All of the parts that are always so busy moving and shifting and circling. Even our chakras themselves, little knotty centers of energy like atoms and molecules, rotating and orbiting around themselves and each other, bumping into one another, finding empty spaces, growing and morphing, evolving. Even when we are so still, as now, the internal systems are always at work. We owe it to ourselves to come to these spaces of complete stillness, at least physically, so that the energy centers of the body begin to get the message that they too can slow and rest. If not, we stop. The body, the energy does not stop. Stop. Listen. Develop awareness of your inner beingness. The organs, the bones, the muscle, the skin, the blood in your veins, the nerves. These are all part of the elements of your being. In Ayurveda, we refer to these as doshas or constitutions. The kapha energy of the bone, the stable earth structure, with a bit of the water element. Pitta, the fire, the engine of digestion of not only the belly, but also the mind. All of the oily and sebaceous glands in the body and the sweat. And vata, the nerves and all of the spaces in between every part. One could argue we have more space in the body than anything else, likening to the amount of water in the body. With the Pitta fire, we tend to burn up all of our excess water. It can leave us exhausted, and it can burn out the mind as well. In your stillness, what can you sense? What do you recognize among the three doshas as being balanced, as being in harmony, being at peace and experiencing beauty, beauty of living? And conversely, what do you experience in the physical, in the energetic, or the Vijnanamaya kosha that is out of balance, that needs some attention, some love? There is nothing to be done now. There is no change to be made, no shift, no work. We are acting on listening and feeling. Nothing more. Listen to yourself. Feel. What is the wisdom that your body is speaking to you when you get silent and you pay attention? Continue with this awareness. Feel yourself becoming more and more relaxed with every breath. Become aware that you are going to practice Yoga Nidra by saying to yourself, I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. There are two doors of perception open to us now: feeling and hearing. Remain still, remain awake, and feel. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. It is time to bring your heart, a sankalpa, a heartfelt intention, a short statement, easy words. What would you like to gain from this practice tonight? The Libra Moon teaches us about balance and beauty and justice. What would it feel like to be more balanced with yourself? Which of your doshas need more loving care? What would it feel like to be more balanced in your relationships? With whom would you like to bring more justice, more equanimity, more hearing and feeling? Allow your intention to come to you. Just as we open our palms to receive, so too do we allow the universe, our higher power, to be our guide in all that we wish for. I ask of my higher power, Great Spirit, the Akash, all of my angels, my ancestors, and my guides, to be with me now, to allow me to see myself through the eyes of the beloved. And I ask for that which I need most, to be of service to all of humanity. As the Buddhists say, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. It is a good deed that you do. And the greatest deed that one can do is to sit in meditation. As you allow the sankalpa to come to you, you will state it with resolve 3 times to yourself, with full feeling and awareness. And if one does not come, I will give you a couple. Feel into which one is suitable to you, your needs, your gifts, your purpose. Perhaps you will repeat, I live in perfect harmony with myself and the world. I cultivate peace and loving balance in all that I do. I am one with all in my being. There's no need to second guess the sankalpa, no matter how simple or strange it may seem. The first one is usually the right one. State it to yourself 3 times now. We will now go through the rotation of consciousness, rotation of your awareness around different parts of the body. As quickly as possible, the mind is meant to jump from part to part. When I state it, become aware of it without moving. Repeat it to yourself and move on. The practice always starts with the right hand. Become aware of the right hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth, palm of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, side, waist, hip, hamstring, right thigh, kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole, top of the right foot, right toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The practice always continues with the left hand. Become aware of your left hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth, palm of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, side, waist, hip, hamstring, left thigh, kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole, top of the left foot, left toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We continue and go to the top of the head. Become aware of the top of the head, the forehead, right eyebrow, the left eyebrow, the space between the eyebrows, the right eyelid, the left eyelid, the right eye, the left eye, the right ear, the left ear, right nostril, the left nostril, the right cheek, the left cheek, the upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right chest, left chest, middle of the chest, navel, upper abdomen, lower abdomen, right groin, left groin, right thigh, left thigh, right knee, left knee, right ankle, left ankle, right toes, left toes. Now go to the back. Become aware of your right toes, left toes, right sole, left sole, right heel, left heel, right ankle, left ankle, right calf muscle, left calf muscle, back of the right knee, back of the left knee, back of the right thigh, back of the left thigh, the right buttock, left buttock, right hip, left hip, whole spine, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head, inner parts. Become aware of the inner parts of the body. Take your mind to the brain. Start with the brain. From the brain, the nasal passage between the nose and the throat, then the tongue, the teeth, the palate or roof of the mouth, the right eardrum, the left eardrum, the throat through which air passes, the alimentary canal or food passage, the right lung, the left lung, the heart. Feel the heart. Concentrate on the heartbeat. The stomach, which is above the navel towards the left side. The liver, which is above the navel towards the right side. The right kidney and the left kidney towards the back above waist level. And in the abdomen, a very long coiled tube called the small intestine. An inverted U-shaped tube called the large intestine. Once again, faster now. Start with the brain. The brain, nasal passage, tongue, palate, right eardrum, left eardrum, throat, alimentary canal, right lung, left lung, heart, stomach, liver, right kidney, left kidney, small intestine, large intestine, whole abdomen. Now the major parts of the body, the whole of the right leg, the whole of the left leg, both legs together, the whole of the right arm, the whole of the left arm, both arms together, the whole of the head together, the whole of the back together, the whole of the front together, all of the internal organs together, the whole body, the whole body, the whole body together. Just as you are not separate from the entire universe. As Rumi says, you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in one drop. So too is your body and all of the organs and bits, vastly interconnected. Just the same for the Ayurvedic doshas. You are not one or another. You are all. And in certain states, you are in balance. You may perhaps have more pitta fire, or kapha earth, or vata air. This is your balance point, your state of equilibrium. Having them all be equal is not necessarily balance for you. The one that is most dominant or two. When they are, you are in balance. When they are overwhelmed or overworked, you are out of balance. We seek to be in our natural state. What is dominant, what takes priority in our energetic field and in our internal systems. Listen for what that balance is for you. Now bring your attention to your breath. There is no need to change your breathing. Simply notice it. Feel the inhale and where the body lifts or rises as you breathe in. Notice where the breath comes in. Feel the exhale as the body relaxes or recedes, as the breath or prana leaves the body. and notice the exit points. Visualize the breath as a wave, a pendulum of sorts. Inhale, the left side of the body fills. Exhale, the right side of the body releases. Inhale, the right side of the body fills. Exhale, the left side of the body releases. And so on. Back and forth, up and down, like the waves of the ocean. We must allow for the deep release in order for the larger in breath. Visualize the breath flowing through the Sushumna, the central channel or nadi point that lies along the spine, a channel of light. Inhale. Your breath rises from the base of the spine to the crown, Muladhara to Sahasrara. Exhale. The breath descends from the base of the spine to the crown, same direction, Muladhara to Sahasrara. With every breath, you are coming into greater equilibrium. Masculine and feminine energies, balancing. Logic and intuition, balancing. Giving and receiving, balancing. Action and stillness, equilibrium. As you breathe, count backwards from 27 to 1. Continue your awareness of breathing as you bring your attention to your eyebrow center or ajna. Imagine that you are breathing directly through the eyebrow center. The breath moves in and out from the point between your eyebrows. Imagine that your breath moves through the eyebrow center to another point in the center back of your head, Bindu. It passes through Ajna chakra as you inhale, and it passes back to Ajna as you exhale. This shuttling back and forth, connecting you to the divine. Maintain your awareness of the breath from eyebrow center to the back of the head, Ajna to Bindu, Bindu to Ajna. Count your breaths backwards. I am breathing in 27. I am breathing out 27. I am breathing in 26. I am breathing out 26. And so on. Continue until you reach 0, and then begin again. Only awareness of counting and breathing. No sleeping. No movement. If you make a mistake, forget your count, or stop breathing, you must go back to the start at 27. I will leave you here for some time with your breath. your awareness. Breathing through the eyebrow center, aware of counting. Enjoy. Continue breathing, but leave your counting. Allow whatever arises to be perfect. Come back to the focus at Ajna, the center of your intuition. Imagine yourself in a grand hall, a celestial court bathed in soft white and rose gold light. This is your inner temple of harmony. At the center of the temple is a mirror, perfectly polished. You approach the mirror. Gazing into it, it does not reflect your physical body. It reflects your inner being. It shows you the essence of your soul. Gaze into it. What or who do you see? What visions lie within? What colors, textures, feelings? What awareness is here for you? What do you find gazing back at the you that is the observer? Now a scale appears beside you. The Libra scales of balance. On one side are all the ways you give to others. On the other, all the ways you receive and nourish yourself. Watch the scales. Watch as they come to a balance point, gently rocking, not through force, but grace. Now place your sankalpa on the scale, your intention. Watch as it gently tips into harmony. Stay here in stillness. Soak in the feeling of being whole, complete, in perfect balance. Bring your awareness back to the eyebrow center with the vision of the scale in your mind's eye. Concentrate the center of your inner knowing, this peace that you have discovered on your own. There is a nerve here pulsating at ajna in a rhythmic way. And with the rhythm of that pulsation, become aware of Om. Continue concentrating on the eyebrow center. Discover there a small circle. A small circle which becomes bigger and bigger until it merges with the infinite. Discover circles growing from the eyebrow center. Concentrate on the symbol. As it is written there. Concentrate on the symbol Om. With the breath, see the expansion and contraction of Om in a circle in the eyebrow center with the rhythm of the breath. Expansion and contraction of Om in a circle. Concentrate on Om. See it very clearly. From the eyebrow center, we will discover the psychic centers, the chakras. Speak with me mentally and feel the position of the chakras as if you are touching them with a small flower. Muladhara at the perineum point, the cervix. Swadhisthana, the low belly. Manipura, behind the navel, under the ribs. Anahata, behind the heart. Vishuddhi, behind the throat. Ajna, behind the eyebrow center. Bindu, the top back of the head. Sahasrara, crown of the head. Back again from the top. Sahasrara, Bindu, Ajna, Vishuddhi, Anahata, Manipura, Swadhisthana, Muladhara. Again, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddhi, Ajna, Bindu, Sahasrara. Back, Sahasrara, Bindu, Ajna, Vishuddhi, Anahata, Manipura, Swadhisthana, Muladhara. Concentrate on the form of the chakras. As each chakra is named, feel as if a lotus is springing up from the center of it. Muladhara, a red lotus with 4 petals. In the center is the bija or seed mantra, Lam. Swadhisthana. In the center is a vermilion lotus with 6 petals. In the center is the seed or bija mantra, Vam. Manipura. From it springs a yellow lotus with 10 petals. In the center is the bija or seed mantra, Ram. Anahata, a blue lotus with 12 petals. The bija or seed mantra, Yam. Vishuddhi, the violet lotus with 16 petals. The bija mantra is Hum. Ajna, a smoky lotus with 2 petals. The bija mantra, Bindu, no lotus, a crescent moon. Sahasrara, red lotus with 1,000 petals and a Shiva lingam in the center. Psychic symbols. Concentrate on the symbols of the psychic centers and develop definite images as they are named. Muladhara, an inverted red triangle. Swadhisthana, the unconscious. like waves on the ocean at night. Manipura, bright yellow sunflower. Anahata, a solitary yellow flame of light. Vishuddhi, cold drops of nectar. Ajna, the seat of intuition. Bindu, crescent moon at night. Sahasrara, a fireplace, the burning fire. Now we begin the practice of dharana, the mental control of the concept of an object. As I name each object, intensify your imagination and quickly follow in the form of vision or awareness, and then move on. Shiva Lingam, standing Christ, flickering lamp, large banyan tree, tall mango tree, guava tree, car moving on the road, dead body burning on the fire, many colored clouds forming, yellow clouds, smoky clouds, pink clouds, starlit night, moonlit night, full moon, dog standing, cat reposing, elephant moving, horse racing, rising sun, setting sun, ocean waves, Shiva Lingam in a temple, standing Christ, big pond with clear water, blue lotus, white lotus, pink lotus, spider's golden web, sandy bank of a river, boat sailing on the water, dead body on a fire, human skeletons, yourself lying down without clothes, completely naked, cross over a church, within the church a priest praying, worshippers kneeling, chimney smoke rising from an old house, a cold winter, fire burning in the house, dawn of the day, temple bell ringing, sannyasin with shaven head, yogi in meditation, Buddha in repose, Christ showing compassion, cross with illumination, infinite ocean, calm and quiet, dark green jungles on the shores, cobras, lions, goats, living together in harmony. Experience the sound, the vibration of Om all around the earth. Intensify the awareness of Om. Become aware of your own self. Look to your own self. Look to your own self as you would look in a mirror. Libra is the sacred mirror. She teaches us that the relationships we cultivate are reflections of our inner world. Ask yourself, what have I been mirroring back from others lately? Where in my life do I give too much or not enough? What would it feel like to honor my needs while still being in loving connection? Visualize the Venusian archetype of Libra, ruled by Venus, beauty, soft and strong, graceful and sovereign. Feel her within you. lighting your path, igniting all of your chakra centers, allowing them to blossom, to bloom, to flood you with peace. She reminds you that stillness is powerful. Boundaries are beautiful. You are deserving of the relationships that reflect your truth. Allow her whispers to infuse your cells. It is time to remember your sankalpa, your resolve. Let it come to you again, the same one, and repeat it with absolute faith and awareness. Repeat it 3 times, bringing the practice into balance and harmony, the full cycle. And then relax all efforts once more. Become aware of your physical body and breathe your natural breath, your quiet breath. Gradually deepen your breath. Make it stronger as you become aware of your physical existence. Become aware of the physical existence of your body and the state of continued relaxation. The breath is growing stronger. The body is growing stronger through rest. Keep your eyes closed. Begin to move. First, small movements, and then larger. Stretch yourself, reach, curl up. Take your time. There is never a rush. And when you are sure that you are awake, open your eyes. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Sat, Chit, Ananda, being, consciousness, bliss. I hope you enjoyed this practice under the Libra moon. I will be back again next week, same time, same place, for a restorative practice. I hope you rest. I wish you find your balance, that you let go of that which is too much, and that you allow yourself to receive all that you need. If you would like a birth chart reading, an Ayurvedic dosha assessment, or to coach on anything revolving around your holistic health, please reach out. Have a beautiful evening. Much love. See you next time, beautifuls.